My name is Corey, and I am an empathic intuitive on the Ascension process, riding this Ascension wave with everybody. This is my first shot at ever making a video. So I am currently about to get ran over by a car. I'm currently in San Diego, California, and I wanted to talk about lack. Something that we all, I feel, struggle with on this Ascension journey, especially if our focus is not in the right direction. For me, I was trying to acquire all the tools I needed in order to start being of service to other people. And the issue that I faced was I was not receiving enough because I wasn't fully feeling it, and I didn't have right-sized expectations of the universe, as I like to say. My thoughts were very grandiose in nature with what I needed, and I was seeing abundance in the wrong fashion. So when it comes down to it, I started to see things like the infinite air that I have to breathe, and without having to look at how human beings are screwing up the ozone layer and we're messing up Gaia, without having to focus on that, I wake up every morning and I have an abundance of breath and abundance of love that I can receive as long as I choose to receive it and clear the right blockages. But the one thing that I've struggled with is being able to bring in the necessary tools in my life to be able to continue on my mission, continue on my path. Now, what I did when I started was I was homeless and I was on the street, and I was starting to try to manifest things like, a place to live and things like that without putting any action into my manifestations. My dad once told me a great quote. He said, "You sit in the closet and you pray for a hot dog, and you don't get a hot dog, don't get mad at God, get up and get a fucking hot dog." So I took that and ran with it. The way that I figured out this whole, law of attraction thing works is that the universe adjusts accordingly, but I have to take action. I can't just sit back and wait for that hot dog to arrive on the plate. What will happen is the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will provide all the necessary tools for you to be able to build that hot dog. And it'll happen in very unexpected ways. But trusting the process and having faith that it'll work for you is key. And it's very difficult at first because for me, I had to let little, very, very, very small miracles happen that gave me those aha moments that helped me to trust the process. So I always suggest don't try to do this when you're first starting to manifest and bring things into your life. It's very important, at least it was important for me to start to attract very, very small things as kind of proof in the pudding, so I could continue on my manifestations. And also too, for me, I found that the things that I wanted to attract, like I tried to attract financial things, so on and so forth. And granted, let me tell you right now, I work in the behavioral health field. I gross monthly $1,100. So I'm not sitting here speaking from having a mansion and a big car and all these wonderful things. I'm speaking to you from the sense of the abundance that I got as far as emotional healing and clearing is concerned. I asked the universe to provide, and it provided all those things to me. And today, as far as where I was saying with keeping our focus right, is that I don't have a whole bunch financially, but it is the richest I've ever felt, if that ever makes sense. So that's why when it came to getting everything I needed, I found, and I'm continuing to find on this journey, that when I clear things such as fear, old programming, old understandings of why I do things, why I react to certain situations, karmic junk, I like to call it, that's from past lives or even from this lifetime. And once all that stuff is cleared, I find that I have a little bit more of a pep in my step. My shoulders are back, my head is high when I'm walking, And it's a lot easier to manifest because it's easier for me to take action. So, and I also find too that when I serve others unconditionally, that's key. Serve anyone, whether it be in big ways or small ways. The universe provides everything that I need for me to continue on my journey. So if you are hitting these moments where you're feeling like, I'm not getting enough, I don't have enough, I ask that you look at your expectation of abundance and see if it's right sized or if it's very grandiose in nature. Because I'll tell you what, I don't have, thousands in the bank account. I don't have a car. There's a lot of things, but I don't want to mention that because I don't want my focus to be on that. The things I do have is unlimited love, especially from the universe, from Mother Gaia, from my fellow light workers. The people I meet on my journey are beautiful and amazing people, and I resonate with them on so many different levels. And that abundance to me is what leads to those bigger expectations as far as, financial security and things like that. And I could see it on the rise. I intuitively know that stuff is right around the corner. So I also recommend that you go within, step into the void, and start to feel that stuff coming, because these two eyes that we see with don't see everything. And as soon as I started to enter the void and really feel, I know when things are coming, and that keeps the spark alive. That's what kind of refills the gas tank. Also, make sure that your spiritual bank account is full. It's one of those things that I think of it like a bank account. If I constantly give and I don't receive, that bank account is going to go into the negative, and eventually we'll start overdrawing funds, and then I'm of no use to any other individual. So self-care is key. Being creative, having an outlet, writing, meditation, eating healthy, which is one thing I struggle with on a daily basis. I still eat like crap, but I'm learning not to judge the process. I'm learning to take it just one day at a time and enjoy it. And whatever my body and spirit craves, I give that to myself, because I feel like I earned it and I deserve it. So I hope you guys are earning and deserving of all the gifts that life is bringing you, and stay on your path. Don't give up. Even when times are tough, I ask that you look at your expectations from the universe and try to drop them. Because also too, the things that we ask for, when they arrive, sometimes they don't look like how we want them to look, or we don't expect them to be what they are. And that's the mystery in all this. That's the beauty in all this, is knowing it's coming, but not knowing what it looks like or how it's going to arrive or when it's going to arrive, because that would just take the fun out of everything. So anyway, I hope you guys are overcoming your blocks and your fears. Welcome to the winter solstice, and happy full moon to everybody, and I wish you all a beautiful day. Have a good one.